And I don't think you can fool people. I think generally speaking, people are pretty smart. If they know that you really have the skill set, that'll be evident. It's not about bells and whistles or being loud, as you say. It's demonstrating through able example that you have a superior skill set, and other mature men will recognize it and say, okay, in this area, this is the guy I need to work with or align myself with. And that gets right back to what I started saying earlier. Hone in and develop that thing which you really feel is inside you that you can really do, and opportunity to make money and to build a career around that will emerge. If not, you're kind of playing a charade and trying to fool others. So if you feel a nagging suspicion at work or in the path you're on now that it doesn't align with what you really care about or what you do, for example, I have a friend who's in a graduate program, but his true passion is how to enjoy women. And he spends most of his thoughts and his time talking about women and dates and only marginally about his schoolwork. Well, I would say it's probably more the material, what he's learning in the classroom. So it's really what we do when when we have full freedom and left our own devices is an area we should focus on.
Well, if we're thinking about how to identify a leader and how to be a leader, and we're saying being strong is a part of that, and strength is a unique property of the personal boundary, then one way of looking at this first aspect of the boundary in being a good leader is simply to be able to measure, does this benefit both me and others? You're not going to become a leader by saying, hey, look at me, I'm the best in the world, because that doesn't offer other men or women, by the way, any chance to shine themselves. So the biggest leaders, the best leadership is that which raises other people up and makes them shine too, but not so much that they outshine you.
I think a key word here is trust. Think about your life and think about your friends. Is there a guy that you trust just implicitly his expertise in some area? Maybe it's his reliability, for example. You trust that this guy will always be on time and it will always be punctual. Or there's another guy that's a great planner. You want to go on a ski trip and you know that you think, oh, Bob will handle this. He can get the logistics together. That guy has a skill set for planning and executing an organizational thing. If I look at my life, there's certain, I kind of archetype friends in my life and say, you know what, when it comes to money matters or comes to girls or it comes to cuisine, I trust a certain guy. This guy knows where the good place to eat is, and I'll give him a call. That's leadership. I just know that above all the other people, all the guides, all the online research I can do, I can call this one guy and say, well, what do you think? I need to take this girl to a romantic restaurant. He'll have a one answer right there. Oh, take her to so and so in Manhattan. And I trust that he's identified like the best place to take. So he has leadership in that small little niche thing for like dining. So think about guys in your life that you trust their opinion or their expertise in a certain area, and you'll see that that's leadership there. They don't have to tell you, oh, I'm great or this and that. You just know through dealing with them for years that when it comes to that area of a man's life, they've got it down pat, and that they've earned through experience.
So basically, you're being a good leader too by knowing where to go to make things happen. You know that guy to go to about dining. So you're showing leadership by being able to essentially delegate expertise. And guess what? Delegating things in the right place, in the right amount, in the right way also is a feature of good boundaries. So once again, we come back to boundaries being core and essential for leadership. The only other thing crucial that I would want to add scientifically besides boundaries is the importance of being a decision maker, being wise. Okay. Ultimately, why do we elect officials? Why do we agree to go work for a particular boss or CEO? It's because in their decision making, they have enough wisdom that almost always their decisions end up being constructive, end up benefiting both them and us too. That's why they rise to leadership status, because their decisions are wiser than ours. So we surrender some of our freedom to make decisions to them because we're guaranteed to tap into their wisdom and end up with a better life rather than just sort of trying to stumble in the dark on our own.